See, Security Council is like an old club where there are set members who don't want to let go of the grip. They want to keep control over the club. In a way, it's a human failing, but I think today it is harming the world. Uh, on the Security Council, see, Security Council is like an old club where there are set members who don't want to let go of the grip. Okay, so they want to keep control over the club, not very keen to admit more members, not too keen to have their practices questioned. It's a, in a way, it's a human failing, but I think today it is harming the world. It is harming the world because on key issues confronting the world, the UN is getting less and less effective. So, and I can also tell you the global sentiment. I mean, today, if you ask 200 countries in the world, do you want reform or don't you want reform? Very large number of countries would say, yes, we want reform. Because what was invented at a time when the membership of the UN was about 50 countries. So imagine a business which has grown 4 times, and yet you don't want to change the original promoter of the business. It's not fair. And I think there's a realization of that. So I'm sure it will happen. We will keep at it. But I do believe that history is on our side in that regard. About what Rotarians can do, again, I do believe that we are not just in a more globalized era, and the gentleman later talked about a more digital era. So what does globalization and digitization mean? It really means today that people who may have never left Bengaluru will be able to imagine what it's like to be in any corner of the world, and that things will happen in the world which in some way will affect our lives and our existence. And COVID itself was a very good example of that. So that period when you can say there is a wall, the wall is my own city or my state or my country or my region. The walls have all come down to differing degrees, and we have to adapt our existence today to this new kind of way of living collectively. And I feel in this, what is happening in the world should not only be left to governments and diplomacy and to UN and international organizations. There's a lot of space there today for civil society, for civic organizations, for people in the same line of business to deal with each other. So I would say there is a kind of in international civil society, today, if India's presence is felt by, Indian government or India as a country gets the support of Indian civic organizations, I think it's something which is a great source, because we are a very vibrant democratic society, pluralistic society, and people appreciate, contributions in different spheres from India.